What's happening, team? Welcome back to another video. So a wee update on plans moving forward. So
GPS connected.
So plans about going forward. I got some of my feedback from the judges about the weekend there, and they were happy with my condition, symmetry, things like that. I've not got any weak areas, but they said obviously I need to get bigger, So a few of the boys on stage were a lot bigger than me, so what we're doing is we're not going to the finals. Obviously competing in the British finals would be an absolute dream, but I didn't want to just turn up and like compete, like I want to fucking win, So like, I want to go on stage and I'm being like, fuck, like he's big, he's in condition, he's like symmetry, like everything, So I don't think, well obviously if it was condition that we're after, then we could have managed to pull it in a bit tighter for the 5 months, but unfortunately it's size they're looking for, and there's not a chance that I'm going to get size on in 5 months and stay in condition. So we're going to give the finals a miss, take a 2-year off season and just grow. So plans are then to compete in 2 years time. Not sure what competition yet, so I'll keep you updated on that, but aye, that's basically what's happening. So no competing in the finals unfortunately, but I think this is a smart move, like, because this is like, it's basically an extra 5 months that I could be growing, Okay, if I take this 5 months out and go in the British, like, and then place, and it's fucking pointless when I could spend another 5 months in a surplus, get some extra tissue on for 2 years time to come, and then bring a totally different package. So bigger, better condition. Aye, so that's the plan. But today we've got a wee photo shoot, so I'm going to take you with me. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my hair cut, and then we've got a photo shoot. This is mainly just for like, obviously the best shape I've ever been in, so I want to get a photo shoot. I was always like my plan after my competition to get one. Also, kind of helps with social media, because ever since I've been in good shape and I've got abs, like so many folk are like, oh Ben, like you're in good shape, I want you to train me and shit. So it does help the business side of stuff as well. Like, because I'm going to be on the off season again for another 2 years, I'm going to be fluffy again, so the jawline's going to disappear, going to go back to having 25 chins, but it'll be good if I can still post like pictures of how I look on my Instagram and stuff like that, so people remember that I was in good shape and I'm not just a wee chubby thing, But gonna head there now, so haircut, photo shoot, I'll see you in a bit. Haircut done! Nice and fresh! Still look tan, man. So I forgot to mention, like, obviously Sunday was comp day, so I went to TGI's and I had a chippy after that, and then I was sick on Sunday night. Then Monday I tracked my food, I never dieted though, I hit 5,000 calories, it was way over my fats, protein and carbs. But then Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday I broke calories back down to what I was just before my comp, just obviously to like, so I stayed in decent shape for my photo shoots. We're just at the train station now. I'm actually picking them up for the train station, the photographer that I'm working with, so we're just sitting having some Snacky Jacks, peanut butter and some jam, because I need to get that pump, So I think he's going to be here in 10 minutes, so I'm going to have a few of these, a few Haribos and some jelly sweeties. Then we're just going to head to the gym. The gym's only 10 minutes down the road, so while he's setting up I'll get a wee pump on, and then we shall see how the photo shoot goes, but I'm looking forward to it. He's worked with a lot of folk who are like post competition, so he'll ken like what shots he wants to get, but I'm going to sit and enjoy these and then wait for him to come. But I'll catch up with you in the gym and see you in a bit. So I'm going to do something different today. Instead of having some music and that playing and a wee edit going, I'm just going to do a voiceover and just give you some like key points through what I'm thinking about when I'm training. So just a wee change. It might be shite, it might be good, but just comment down below and let me know if you prefer it or if you didn't prefer it. But I'll still obviously do the videos with the music and that in them, but I was just training myself here, so I only had a tripod, but we'll see how it goes. So first exercise we were doing here was a lat pull down variation. This is an overhand grip lat pull down. I think this is better than a normal lat pull down because you get a separate load on each arm. So as you can see, it's split into two, so I've got 60 kilo on my left arm and 60 on my right arm. So the most important thing with that pull down is keeping your shoulder blades pinched down. So, okay, I'm not going to talk any fancy words about retracting your scapula and all that shit. I'm just going to keep it simple. So make sure your shoulder blades are pinched down and back, and just dragging your elbows down towards your hips. So making sure you're doing this nice and controlled as well, like up nice and controlled on the way up, then dragging your elbows down at a decent pace but squeezing at the bottom. There's nothing worse than seeing somebody who thinks he's strong as fuck flapping about like a fish, man. So just nice and controlled, use your lats through your elbows, alright? Next we've got a Romanian deadlift. So this is probably one of my favourite compound lifts that, yes, I am not the strongest at, but I will be getting a lot stronger at this. So this is something that's done so incorrectly, like Romanian deadlifts and deadlifts, because of a rounded back. So just make sure before you pick the bar up, well, as you can see here, I've used wraps first. So I think wraps are so important, because the last thing you want to be thinking about is, oh shit, I'm going to drop this bar because my hands are slipping, when you really want to be thinking about keeping your core tight, your back straight, things like that. So first thing I do here is taking a big deep breath at the top, now locking my shoulders back so your upper back's nice and tight, always keeping your back as straight as possible. So after you've done that, a little bend in the knees, keeping the bar nice and close to your legs as well, just for your centre of gravity. Simply just push your hips back and then pushing them forward again, right? So don't think about lowering your bum, think about pushing your hips straight back until you feel the stretch in the back of your legs, and then driving forward, squeezing your bum. Now, try not to lean too far back at the top as well, just lock out at the top, but don't like overextend your back. Another thing with Romanian deadlifts would be depth. Like, you do not have to go all the way down to the floor. Do you know what I mean? Like, some people's range of motion and some people's mobility is a lot more flexible in their hamstrings than others. If you can feel it in your hamstrings in the lowering phase and you're just at your knees, that's perfect. Just make sure you come back up for that. There is absolutely no need in going any lower and then rounding your upper back. So it's just as long as your back's nice and tight, feeling it in the hamstrings, go to where you feel comfortable, and then on the way back up. Next we have a low row machine. Now I prefer doing a single arm row, which AJ's got me doing anyway, but the connection I get through my lats with this is absolutely incredible. So I do here again using wraps for everything, just so I can take my mind off of my grip and just focusing on my elbow placement. So again, you probably hear me say this in every single exercise of the day on my pull sessions, are dropping that shoulder down and back, alright? So you'll see that my shoulder doesn't really fall forward too much ever. Like, yes, I'll get a little stretch in my lat, but the main focus is keeping your shoulder blade pinched back, keeping your chest up but also against the pad, and just dragging that elbow down and round in towards the midline of your spine. So constant tension, like nice squeeze, nice and controlled again, and progress for that. Then you start progressing your lifts. Like, for instance, that's what's that? 2, 4, 6. That's 60 kilo per arm, right? Which is, it's pretty heavy, but they can, like, my form's perfect. Like, if you're getting to your last couple of reps and you're shrugging it and you're fucking using your traps and you're all over the place, that's not progression. So make sure you progress with correct execution. So nail form, then progress for that, and you will grow. After this we had neutral grip pull-ups. Now I've not actually done pull-ups in a wee while, but these felt pretty decent. Again, as I'm going to say, keeping your shoulder blades pinched back and down. So just always think about keeping your shoulders as far away from your ears as possible. Like, you didn't want them rounding forward, you don't want them shrugging up. Just make sure you're always pulling through your lats. So core nice and tight. First thing I'm doing is dragging my elbows straight down, but not pulling them back. So just bringing them straight down, squeezing my lats at the top as well. If you struggle with these and you find it too difficult, you can use a resistance band. Obviously starting with a thicker band, working your way up to say 8 or 10 reps, and then going to a smaller band until you can then progress onto bodyweight ones. So my next goal, for instance, would be to add weight to this and then make it progressively harder. So next we've got Smith machine fucking hell. Next we have Smith machine shrugs. That's a tongue twister. This is the first time I've done shrugs in about 2.5 years. Due to having an overactive trap, we kept anything that was going to make my traps any tighter out. So totally fine now. So we've added these in. Again, with this, shoulder blades pinch back, but when we're pulling up, pull your shoulders straight up towards your ears, right? So I never pulled my shoulders back any further, I never pulled them forward, I just pulled them straight up, squeezing at the top, and all the way down nice and slow. Now, make sure at the bottom you're getting a stretch out, like, so I prefer getting a stretch at the bottom. Again, shoulder blades pinch back, then straight up towards your ears. So making sure you're doing that with every single one, and squeeze as hard as you possibly can at the top. Now, for this set, we done like a rest pause set. So what we done is we took a weight that I could manage 8 to 10 reps with, then like failing on the 10th rep. Then we took 5 big deep breaths and then done failure again, then failure again, then failure again. So it was quite a high intensity, high volume set, but it was very, very good. On to bicep cable curls. So this was totally different for me because I've never actually done them before sitting at a bench. So we had the bench at like a 60 or 70 degrees incline. Now what you'll see, the first thing I do at the bottom of every rep is push my elbows forward. So I'm pushing them forward just to get that stretch right through my bicep. Again, my wrist placement you'll see is quite relaxed and pushed forward again, so that's just to lengthen the bicep. Now I found it quite hard to actually stay in the seat because the weight's dragging you forward, but just again keeping the shoulder blades back, you'll see that I keep tilting my head back as well just to keep my spine nice and neutral, and squeezing as hard as you possibly fucking can at the top. Okay, there's nothing worse than seeing a boy who's fucking skinny as anything and he's chucking about 20s or he's shrugging it and he's doing backflips with a fucking weight. Your biceps under that big, mate, so just slow down and contract as hard as you possibly can. Second bicep exercise was dumbbell hammer curls. So these were very, very good. Again, seated as well. Seated helps a lot because you're not going to be able to shrug as much. No shrug, but swing as much. Sorry. So again, shoulders pinched back at the bottom of every rep, keeping my elbows locked in and squeezing as hard as I possibly can at the top to force as much blood in. So stretching at the bottom, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze at the top. Again, all the way down, nice and controlled. The last exercise we had was rear delt cable fly. Now, as AJ said, and I totally agree with him here, is that your rear delts respond so much better to high repetitions. So we done a set of 20 and then kept rest pausing to failure until we managed 80 reps. So obviously my delts are on fire here, but again, shoulder blades pinched back, just trying to keep my head back as well, my head up as well, sorry. And pulling your elbows out to the side, alright? So you can see I'm pulling the cables across my body using my rear delts. So try not to shrug it. I did towards the end, like AJ corrected me on that one. It was like, try not to just force the weight back. Like use your rear delts to pull you back. So dragging your cables across your body out towards the side and then fry their rear delts. Right team, that was a wee bit different there. That was my pull session out of my new program. So let me know how you found the voiceover. Obviously it's a wee bit different for me doing it because I'm used to just getting it recorded and somebody recording me and then putting it together with some music and stuff. So, but I wanted to try something different, and I reckon there's a lot of young folk who subscribe to my channel, and if I can educate them on correct movement and stuff, then that's obviously a bonus for me. But I will still be editing videos and making it like a montage sort of thing with music and stuff in it. But as I said, I only had the tripod there myself, so it was just easy to do a voiceover. But let me know how you found it. Like obviously my speech is fucking horrendous, as you already can. Like half the time I can't even talk properly because I'm slurring my words or stuttering and just can't get words out. But I hope it made sense. But comment down below, let me know how you found it. That was basically just going through my plans for the future, like post show, because most of you who have followed me throughout my prep have been like, oh Ben, what's your plans next? Are you going to the finals? Are you doing this, doing that? But I went through what I'm doing. 2 years off season, time to get big. As much as going to the finals would be amazing, like it was good to get an invitation, but we're here to fucking win, So 2 years out to get big and chubby and strong as fuck, and then see where we were in 2 years. But obviously I just started training with AJ Morris as well, so I'll speak more about that in my next video. But I'm very, very, very looking forward to seeing the input he makes in my training now, which I think will be massive to my progress. Also putting a wee bit about my photo shoot as well, so when I get the images for my photo shoot through, I'll make sure to put a few of them in my next video just so you can see how I look, and hopefully I look fucking shredded, man. Anyway, I'm going to go there now. Let me know what you thought about the voiceover. I kind of already said it, but let me know what you think of it, if you prefer it, if it helps you at all, or even just message me on Instagram. If you watch the video, make sure you tag me in your story because that helps so much. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I shall see you in the next one. Cheers team.